Welcome to Let's Talk Politics on Naija Anchor News, where the real issues are unpacked and the truth is never sugarcoated. So, today we break down a major political misunderstanding rocking the Labour Party as confusion reigns over the Supreme Court's recent verdict. Some are saying Abure has been confirmed as chairman, but is that really true? Let's get into the facts and the bigger picture behind this political drama. So, contrary to the narrative being pushed by some Labour Party loyalists, the Supreme Court did not affirm Julius Abure as the national chairman. Instead, here's what happened. The Apex Court simply set aside a lower court ruling that had removed Abure, saying the lower court lacked jurisdiction. In other words, the court refused to hear the case on its merits. It didn't say who is right or wrong. It only said, this isn't a matter for the judiciary to decide. So according to Ayo Olorunfemi, who broke it down on Tactic, this means no Nigerian court has the authority to determine the leadership of a political party. That power lies solely within the party's internal constitution. So the question now is, who is the chairman now? This is the million-naira question, and the answer is, it's complicated. Because the Supreme Court ruling effectively returns the party to status quo, and that is to the state of affairs before the lower court suspended Abure. But that does not automatically make Abure chairman. Why? There are conflicting rulings from two courts of equal power. One removed him, another reinstated him. And remember, none of these rulings address the core issue, whether or not Abure is constitutionally eligible to remain in the office. So what Ayo Olorunfemi is saying and why it matters. Ayo Olorunfemi, the legal expert and political commentator, made it clear. In his words, he said, anyone claiming that the Supreme Court affirmed Abure is deliberately misinterpreting the judgment. And this misrepresentation is not just misleading, it's dangerous. It's fueling factionalism within the party, and it's further weakening Labour's ability to operate as a credible opposition. So what Olorunfemi is pushing for is discipline within the party and respect for its own internal mechanisms. This means following the Labour Party constitution, not twisting court judgments to justify political ambitions. So the real danger, courts replacing party congresses. Nigerian democracy is already fragile. And when political parties begin to rely on courtrooms rather than congresses, conventions, and internal elections, we lose the essence of democratic representation. The courts are not political arbiters, and the Supreme Court just reminded us of that. So if the Labour Party cannot resolve its crisis internally through transparent leadership selection and adherence to its constitution, then it's not ready to govern a nation. So, what is Peter Obi's role in all of this? Let's be honest. Peter Obi is the moral and electoral backbone of the Labour Party. His silence in this crisis is becoming more glaring by the day. Ayo Olorunfemi and other political watchers have emphasized, now is the time for Obi to speak up, step in, and also stabilize the party he led to national prominence. Whether it's Abure, Apapa, or any other faction, what Labour Party needs now is unity, constitutional adherence, and a clear path forward, not courtroom drama or propaganda-driven spin. This whole Supreme Court saga has exposed one thing, the desperation for power over process. But true democracy demands that parties do the hard work, build structures, they hold credible elections, they respect rules, and settle disputes internally. No courts can build the Labour Party, only Labour members can. So here is the challenge. Will Labour Party be a symbol of Nigeria's political rebirth or just another casualty of its dysfunction? But in all, time will tell. But one thing is certain, the window to act is closing very fast. So to you viewers, you can have your say in the comment section. Was this a victory for Abure or a warning to all politicians about respecting internal democracy? And should Peter Obi finally intervene? Please, let's talk politics only on Naija Anchor News. Don't forget to subscribe now for more bold and fearless commentaries. See you next time.